Hello everyone, my name is Blue Raven 666 and today I feel compelled to tell you guys the story of my first crush. And please note that this is not a happy story. I don't like reliving these memories, but at the same time, I feel like I need to get this off my chest. So, this is a story about a boy named Avery, and I feel like I can share his name without any negative consequences befalling me, mostly because we have zero contact with each other and I haven't seen him in months. So, I have a feeling he's moved on with his life, and I don't think I'm ever going to see him again, to be perfectly honest. So, I met Avery when we were in the 3rd grade, I think. And I swear to God, I don't know what happened. I don't know how my crush on him developed. I think I just looked at him and my heart just went, oh, perfection. Which honestly was the biggest mistake my heart could have ever made at the time. Because at the time I was still being relentlessly bullied by my peers that were in my grade. And in the long run, I feel like my crush on Avery didn't help anything. So, probably the most traumatizing memory that I can really think of, was when we were all on the playground playing a game of chase. And to elaborate, this was a game that me and the other guys played, and basically we would chase each other around the playground to tackle each other, and so that was the game. And when I say we, I mean me. I was always the chaser. I was never the chased, which probably should have been, hint number 1 to me that this probably wasn't a good idea and I should stop doing it. But, like the naive idiot I was at the time, I didn't. So, yeah, my life became a living hell because of that game. But this one day in particular, somehow Avery managed to get caught up in this game. I don't know how, I don't know why, but somehow he had gotten caught up. And of course, me having a crush on him, I decided to chase after him. Literally. In a dead sprint, I chased him across the playground, all around the playground. I can only imagine how this looked. Like, I don't know how old we were at the time, like 8, 9-year-old me chasing after this guy who is literally running as fast as he can. And, everything, all common sense in my head just turned off. Like, nothing in me was telling me that this was a bad idea, that I should stop, that I just shouldn't do this. So yeah, I chased him across the playground and I managed to basically get him within earshot of me. And I told him I liked him, which only made him run faster. It made all the other guys that I was chasing run faster. And then for whatever reason, I decided to be really dramatic about it and say, oh no way, I don't like you. I love you. I remember this moment so vividly, and I regret every single moment. Now I'm just if I could go back in time and I'm allowed to just change one moment, I would have changed that entire day. So, I would have changed the entire mistake I made. So, naturally, hearing this made him run even faster. And, not to be big-headed about it or anything, but I was a pretty fast runner at the time, managed to catch up with him, and yes, I tackled him to the ground. And I don't think it was until the moment I had him pinned beneath me, and I looked into his eyes, which are just wide in terror, that I'm just like, oh shit, I fucked up, and I immediately got off, and I think I walked away, completely embarrassed and flustered. And now it's perfectly understandable to me why Avery never liked me. I'm positive he never liked me, even as an acquaintance or a friend. So, honestly, I was just inwardly cringing about that one day for the rest of my life. I still cringe about it to this day. And like I said, if I could go back in time and change one thing, it would have been that one moment. Like I said, Avery and I, we've had a zero contact. I haven't seen him in months, so I'm pretty sure he's moved away, moved on, and moved on with his life. So, yeah, that's the story of my first crush. And note, I don't really have any more feelings towards Avery anymore. I mean, in all honesty, he's a good kid, despite all the traumatic things I put him through. But yeah, elementary school kid me should have just taken the hint from the get-go, and none of that really should have happened. I regret everything. So, yeah, that's the story of my first crush, Avery. And I did not get over this crush until the middle of high school. I had a crush on this one kid throughout most of my school years, and then at one point it just died. It died. I don't know what happened. I guess I emotionally moved on to other things and met other people who did have an interest in me. And yeah, this is my life today. I am regretting every moment. I wish Avery and I could have become friends. I wish I wouldn't have ever engaged in a game of chase with him on the playground. I regret everything. So, yeah. If I had to point out my most embarrassing moment of my life, that'd have to be it. So, yeah. Anywho, glad I could get this off my chest, and hopefully I never have to speak of it again. Anyways, that'll be all for this video. Goodbye, everybody.